Hey everybody, this is Brian here, and today we're going to be talking about advertisements. So let's get straight to it. I feel like advertisement has gone way too far, and I feel like tact is dead in our society, even though ads are alive and well. I understand the purpose of advertisements, to make revenue for the person who made the video and to get exposure for the product or company. I'm not saying that advertisement is inherently bad, but I think that it's gone way too far. It's spreaded like a colony of ants in our society or of roaches or something. And today's world really has no tact. I think that ads, especially in the news or on YouTube, are put on the most tasteless stories possible. Stories of murder and kidnapping and sexual assault. I recently read a story about this poor girl who was practically like Polly from the Nirvana song. She was kidnapped and assaulted and killed. And they honored her before that video, before that like BBC story. They honored her with ads from Toyota and Campbell's Soup. Now, doesn't that seem disrespectful to you? Doesn't that seem a little bit tasteless? Doesn't that seem like something that only a robotically operated website that didn't have any human empathy, or at least anyone who had the empathy gene in their brain? I really don't see how that could possibly be allowed to happen. Anyways, I don't think the revenue and the corporate exposure are worth branding a victim of a tragedy with some company's stupid logo. Furthermore, I think ads have taken top bill over actual entertainment, not just in wrestling or in baseball, where they're advertising the E in WWE first, or where ads are omnipresent in baseball, even behind the batter's box. You cannot get away from them. They've made plenty sure of that. There's plenty of irrelevant, obnoxious, disrespectful signs, and I think that we really need to be protesting these products that have no taste in where they stick their ads. I mean, for God's sake, I went downstairs in a hospital the other day, and there was a bar in the hospital. They're treating people with fucking cirrhosis of the liver and shit. Anyways, that's an example of a poorly placed a restaurant or establishment, but these are equally poorly placed advertisements. And I think ads really are taking over the world today as we know it. Let me scroll down a little bit. And I think that there comes a point where people, like I said, have to raise a complaint over the contemptfulness of them trying to sell products on the back of the victimized. It's time to stop watching these shows. It's time to stop buying these products. It's time to stop going to these overly bloated, monopolized companies that they don't care anymore. They don't care, and they've shown that by disrespecting that poor girl who her life was ended prematurely, and they tried to sell fucking soup on the back of her. I mean, I know she was like 3 and didn't have a legacy, but they tried to sell soup off the back of the victimized, and I just find that to be beyond disgusting and contemptible. And so I think that we should try to stop the spread of ads the way they are today. And, I link my videos up on Facebook. I know that people are just trying to keep their form of entertainment funded. But still, I think that it's really, like I said, corporate exposure isn't worth branding a victim of a tragedy. And sometimes it doesn't go quite as far as like a murder or a rape victim. It goes to something like just dishonoring someone, like someone who's retiring and they've had their legacy honored with like some fucking Honda sale for Black Friday a couple of weeks ago. It's bullshit. I think that it goes from disrespect to downright just like making me want to almost throw up because it's so just tasteless. Like the title of the video was, ads are alive and well, but tact is fucking dead and buried and eaten by worms in our society. And so I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about that. Stop buying products that take their time advertising to defecate on the legacies of the elderly, the disabled, and to mock the dead with jokes of products like soup and cars and stupid sales at Walmart and shit. Um, yeah, it really pisses me off, as you can tell. I find it sad, you know. Um, we've all lost certain members of our family, and can you imagine if at their funeral they had some shitty ad like this that crapped all over their legacy? I know that's a disturbing thought, and I don't want to put it in your head exactly, but at the same time, I just want you to know how I feel. I feel love towards all of you, and I try to project love towards all of these people, you know, in their honor who aren't with us anymore. Um, and um, that may leave me a little bit vulnerable to being upset at these things like these stupid advertisements. But I think that um, we should boycott these companies that are basically leaving a skid mark on the legacy of the dead. And thank you for watching. I think advertisements have gone too far in our society, and I think that's what we can do, you know, not really to stop them, but to get them back under a reasonable level of control again. Thank you for watching. I love you guys all because you're you, and let's show a little bit more love towards those who aren't with us anymore. Thank you. Peace.